Time now to celebrate our African champion for today.
African champions. African champions. African champions. African champions.
Abebe Bikila from Ethiopia is our African champion.
You be champion.
This man is a legend, you know, an Ethiopian marathon back-to-back Olympic champion. What I like about him is that he competed in the Olympics running barefooted. Why? Because, the spike and what have you, he didn't get his size. So, he just had to do it the hard way. And then he did it and won. Super. Great, He made history after running barefoot and winning the marathon during the 1960 Summer Olympic Games in Rome, in Italy. Now, his decision to run barefooted, like I said, is because, Charlie, I don't find my size. I haven't seen something. I've not seen a spike that would fit me. So it means that I would have to run barefooted. And a very, difficult, journey to embark upon. By the end of the day, he did it. And the results was getting blisters. But for winning the gold medal, the Ethiopian athlete's name entered the Guinness World Book of Records as the fastest marathon run in bare feet. Abebe ran the race in 2 hours, 15 minutes, 16.2 seconds on September 10 in 1960. He also made history as the first Ethiopian and sub-Saharan African to win an Olympic medal. The guy's basket is filled with a lot of accolades and a lot of, history, making stuff right there. Now, Abebe's world recognition did not end in 1960. In 1964, the legendary athlete competed in the marathon during the 1964 Olympic World Games in Tokyo. Imagine that. So this is actually another, spoiler alert. So this is not kind of like the first time. So I once had this conversation with a friend of mine telling me about how when a city or a country gets the nod to host the Olympic Games, you don't host it again. Here is the answer. Because I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. Because I remember Olympic 1996. Where Nigeria won the Olympic, the football team, where that was when Kanu Wanko, Amokachi, Amonike, and the likes brought up their A game, beat Brazil 4-3 from behind to win, the gold medal. So, and then again, amongst the time when they were actually doing the bidding, I realized the U.S. was also part of it. I think at that time, Barack Obama himself, went to actually bid for his country. I'm like, okay, so if this is the case, does it mean that for a country to host, is it possible you host again? It's possible because, Abebe Bikila has actually brought that to light. So in Tokyo, that is in 1964, where he broke his record by winning the race. Now, the win made him the first athlete in the world to win an Olympic gold medal in the marathon simultaneously, and the first to break the world record again. See? Now, and look, going forward, he is a pioneer in long-distance running in Ethiopia, setting the standard for many more Ethiopians and African athletes to make Africa proud during world marathon and sporting events. Unfortunately, something happened in 1969. He was involved in an accident, which actually saw him on a wheelchair for life. But he didn't stop there. He didn't stop there. There's just something about this man that I just cannot comprehend. But I think it's just the zeal to keep on going, the zeal not to that feeling where you get to and you realize that you don't really need people's mercy. You can actually do it on your own, regardless of the situation you find yourself. Now, the accident in 1996 left the athlete paralyzed. Through therapy, he was able to regain control over his upper body, but was confined to a wheelchair. Now, the paralyzed record-breaking gold medalist played table tennis. Take a look at that. And archery. Yes, archery. I'm yet to find out if we have, any of the African, athletes or representatives in the Olympics is actually in that one. But we'll find out why some of the disciplines are actually not involved. But this man, Abebe Bikila from Ethiopia, after the accident, paralyzed, confined to a wheelchair, continued playing table tennis and archery, and competed in the 1970 Stoke Mandeville Games in London. Whilst receiving treatment in 1971, he won the cross-country sleigh riding event in Norway during a competition for the disabled. He couldn't stop going. He just kept on going. But, as the natural course would take its own place. In 1973, he passed on in Addis Ababa. He was honored with a military burial, and Emperor Haile Selassie declared the day as a national day of mourning. Now the Abebe Bikila Stadium in Addis Ababa and other landmarks were named after him. His legacy definitely still lives on. So you, wherever you are, blessed memory.
You are an African champion.